Okie dokie, it'd be good if I started recording before I started talking. And what's up? What's good, homies? This is a Germain event, and I'm going to cast this game between myself, Germain Event. Down here is Red Terran versus John Swanson. Cross positions as Yellow Terran. On Shakura's Plateau, of course, is the map. This is going to be 3 games that me and John Swanson played, and they're pretty intense games, fast-paced kind of. A lot of proxy play. This game is going to be an interesting one, so I'll cast it here. We'll see. We're starting out with our SCVs scouting, both of us. I don't remember who finds each other first, but this is going to be a good lesson in this game of the mistakes that I make and the problems that arise when you get cocky, because that's kind of what I do in this game. I get cocky. So see what happens. It looks like Schwanson here is about to find my base. I'm pretty sure he's going to scout me before I scout him. We see the supply depot and refinery going up right here. Schwanson already has his supply depot up. And looking at the income, it's 11 harvesters and 9 harvesters right off the bat. Nothing good going, of course, but here's the first interesting part of the game. We see John Swanson putting up a little proxy barracks. So, if I could not be retarded and know how to switch to my vision. My first barracks is coming up. I think his first barracks is going to finish before mine. So, bad here. Should have really scouted my base out a little bit better. I think I'm just now peeking into his base. So it took me forever. Got real unlucky with where I sent my SCVs. Don't know if I really sent them in the right spots, but you know, I do find his base now. He's putting up an engineering bay, but I have no idea about this proxy barracks, which is really going to suck for me. He's really going to be able to put that pressure on. So you see already first Marine coming out for Swanson before my barracks can even finish. So, you know, and then also late here, how many seconds is that? A few seconds late getting out the Marine too, so really not too good. It's going to be a struggle for me, but see here, start my second barracks, and then Swanson goes out exactly this first Marine. Probably could have done a lot more. Had he waited for maybe a couple Marines, this probably would have been a lot more devastating. We see he's going to get some damage in though. I have to pull the workers. That's going to cost me a lot of mining time right there. He's putting a bunker up, which if he could get that up it would really screw me over. I don't know if he's going to be able to get that up though. Got 1 Marine on the field now, and then my workers are helping out too. So, and of course now I did see him come from over there, so I do, you know, don't have the vision yet, but obviously see here I can see that there's a proxy barracks for sure. Need to be a little bit better micro to keep these SCVs in front of my Marines would have been better. See that? Marines at half health. I could have probably, if I would have got this around on that Marine with SCVs, could have done a little better with that. Trying to get this barracks down now. Panicking at this point because I don't have a lot of Marines out.
SCV ready.
What we see here, losing a lot of workers. Units lost. I think I've actually only lost 4 units. He's lost 5, so not doing too bad so far. Looks like I will be able to repel us. Almost have the barracks burning down. Have more Marines coming out. Just checking real quick over here at Swanson's base. He doesn't seem to have a whole lot of, you know, he's kind of going all in with this proxy barracks and hasn't really kept up on his production at his base. So that's really going to put him at a huge disadvantage. We see here the barracks is about to go down. Even with all this harassment that he's doing and killing off a few of my workers, not too much, but still, see I have 14 workers to his 9, so I'm still at an advantage, and with two barracks up as opposed to John Swanson, who's now just putting 2 barracks up at his, so I'm looking pretty good right now. I have a pretty good lead looking at the units. I have 3 Marines with Swanson 0 Marines, so really at quite the advantage. That proxy barracks not the most effective attack there, so just kind of trying to recover from it at this point. Swanson is going to get Terran infantry weapons level 1. If I could talk right, it might be kind of cool, you know. Speaking is a good skill to have when you want to cast StarCraft games. So sending some Marines out here. And this is, right here, this move, really cocky. I feel like I am, you know, in a good position, obviously, because I did, you know, okay at repelling that proxy barracks, so I think, oh, you know what? I'll be funny and try to build a proxy barracks in his base. Yeah, that'll be real cool. So I put it up and then put a bunker up first, but run into a problem here. I think this, once the Marines spawn out of this location, it's gonna be a show. The jig is gonna be up. Moving out here with 4 Marines. Combat shield almost done. Bunker going up here. First Marine out here, and then boom. I think that's gonna be. He's gonna. Yep, spots the bunker and the barracks. Moving in now. This bunker. Going to finish, but don't think I'm going to be able to get any Marines in. Bringing my Marines in here, but it's not going to be enough. I got 4 Marines. I do have the combat shield, but against 6 Marines and 7, 8, just not going to be enough, so proxy barracks attempt failed. And these 4 Marines and STVs that I had moving out, I decided to pull back here. Oh, slowing me down a lot. Nothing in the production now. Getting some more Marines out. Gonna try to save this barracks. Starts burning down. Need to get an STV on that, repairing that. Now, Schwanson has armor 1 on the way. Still no factories, no other units except for barracks for both of us, which is kind of ridiculous. I think both of us should probably be trying to. Here we go, first factory. Gonna go down. Looking at the units, though, I think 6 to 8 Marines. He has 2 more Marines than me right now. Gonna try to repair this barracks. Hopefully he doesn't find it again with these Marines. I don't know if he's going to. Barracks is gonna get repaired up pretty good. Building an expansion here. Got some minerals floating around. I need to expand. Got some energy. I need to use it to base. Looking at the income, 14 to 11. So both of us at the 10.5 minute mark should probably have more workers than this. Barracks, I think, will get away safely. So yeah, really the proxy barracks. Proxy barracks, not the best strategy to counter a proxy barracks. Probably no matter how well you defend against it. Still just Marines pumping out. No tech lab out for John Swanson. Only 2 barracks with no tech labs on either of those. So not gonna see any stim or combat shield in the near future. I think armor 1 is about to finish though, so these will be 1-1 Marines when that finishes, as opposed to my 0-0 Marines. However, I do have the combat shield and weapons level 1 on the way, so you know, not too much of a difference in the Marines. Well, really the only units coming out now. Starports for both of us are coming out now. Expansion on Watson, or John Swanson here, needs to look to expand pretty soon. Still not a lot of workers. 13 and 12. So both of us need to start out pumping out a lot more workers here. Starport's finished. Schwanson's got a medevac and 4 Marines on the way. Medevac, she's a pretty mirrored builds right here. Pretty much both of us going Master Marine. Well, you know, this is the standard ridiculously low level StarCraft player build out of both of us right now. And here, another mistake, another cocky mistake. Ooh, perhaps another proxy barracks is what's going through my mind. Maybe, you know, since it didn't work for him, didn't work for me, maybe it'll work for me the second time. I guess that's maybe kind of what's going through my head. So we'll have to wait and see if that does happen. Do have a reactor on the way for, or a reactor on my factory and reactor coming up for the starport, so armor level 1 just finishing. Looking at the army tab, all of our marines even. 42 to 42. Interesting. What's the difference in that, I wonder? 25 marines, 26 marines. 25 for Germain Event, 26 for John Swanson, 1 medevac to his 2 medevacs, 15 workers to his 12 SCVs, so very close as far as our unit composition right now. Both players have, I think, we've only put out Marines and medevacs. Not even a single Marauder out for either of us. Looks like John Swanson's going to move out with a little push here. And with 1-1 Marines, 0-1 with combat shield. It'll be interesting. Need to group my units together. If he catches these out of position, it's going to be a lot of trouble. Comes around, catches one group out of position. I need to get them grouped up. Don't know if I'm going to be able to. Down to 3 Marines. Not going to be able to hold this off. Needed to get these Marines down here. Some very bad micro on my part. All these Marines are going to go down, and he still has 12 Marines sitting pretty here in my base. Maybe not 12. Yep, 12 Marines all in my base with nothing here. 4 more Marines out for me. Don't think it's going to be enough. Bunkers going up, trying to pull these workers off, trying to get some sort of defense up and running. John Swanson doesn't really know. Going to decide to focus in on this barracks here. Need to get the bunker completed. Banshee coming out with no cloak on the way. Command center going down fast. So all the workers going down. Only 3 SCVs left. Need to get the bunker finished. The bunker is almost done. Got a couple Marines, so I can need to get these 3 Marines into the bunker. Marines are in the bunker. Probably not going to be enough. The command center is going down. Not going to be enough to fix that bunker. This is all going to go down. I'm losing control over here. I got my expansion up and running, but don't know. Probably not going to be enough. Barracks producing what it can. Don't want to bring this Banshee in, because of course without cloak it's going to be fodder for these Marines. Pull all of my main base getting annihilated. Just pulling these Marines back, knowing that it's futile to even try to save them. No SCVs here to repair it. I have two Marines at 4 Marines now out of this barracks here, trying to retreat with these Marines, save what I can, move out for a bit of a counterattack, do something, anything I can to repel this. 2 mules dropping on the expansion, trying to get those minerals up. The minerals are way too far down. The Banshee's over here, going to start taking out these blocks, going to try to jump into the back door here. 2 more Marines out. 4 on the way for John Swanson, and he's getting a Raven out. Banshee's coming in for a little harassment. Trying to do whatever I can to soften up his workers, slow down his economy at all if I possibly can. 3 workers do go down. Gonna take it 4th, but have to pull out. Marines coming up now. Trying to run these 4 Marines into the base before they get slaughtered by Swanson's army. 2 more Marines out of the reactor and 2 more on the way. Gonna take down these destructible rocks. Switching over to his vision though. Swanson spots it. He sees the missiles. The missiles hitting them. If I would have only had the Marines attacking these rocks, he would have been totally unprepared for this force I have right here. But because he sees these missiles attacking the rocks, he is going to be ready for it. He is going to move a force over here and just be ready and waiting when I come knocking at his door. All because of this Banshee's missiles. It's frustrating thing ever. I got 4 more, so 8 Marines here. Not going to be enough. John Swanson sitting on 21 Marines and a Raven with 2 medevacs. Marines are 1-1, and Stim, I believe, has been researched. Maybe not. I thought I saw him stimming earlier. So we see here all my Marines going down, dropping a turret, and that is it. 3 proxy barracks attempts in that game. Pretty stupid. I mean, on my part. John Swanson's proxy barracks was almost effective, just needed to have more production going on at his base, but yeah, proxy barracks, not the best answer to proxy barracks, so that's it. It's a pretty good game. I believe the next one is better.